What is Kemi doing? Kemi is subjugating her own people to make Britain look good in the face of white nationalists. It's a deliberate attempt. These white nationalists believed in colonialism. They believed that black people are subservient to them. These were the same people that sold black people in slave markets. So these white nationalists have a mentality. Kemi feeds into the mentality by doing something called confirmation bias, that the black people you subjugated over the years remain down. So it's good for her to say these things bad about her country, so that the white nationalists and the supremacists she's trying to incur her to get their votes will continue to support her. And you know why she's doing that? Because she's also in a race with Nigel Farage of Reform Party to show who is more very right-wing and hardline. That's the game she's playing. When she wanted Nigerians vote in Dulwich, she reached out to the Nigerian people, but it's a political game she plays. So most of the percentage of Nigerian people that comment on this matter don't know what she's doing, and I'm trying to be able to bring it to the fore. And that's why she will make lies part of her statement. Things like, oh, colonialism, we should, I think she said one thing, we shouldn't thank the British for colonialism or something, they should not pay reparation. I think she said that part of the
I remember some statement about reparation.
Yeah, she said the British should not pay reparation. After even the British themselves have accepted, because it's a thing among the white...
I think it was for what
right-wing nationalists want. They don't want to pay reparation. They think it's a good thing. And that's why a girl that lived in VI, a woman that grew up in VI, will be citing all sorts of instances. Like, we don't get knifed in the UK. There are places I can't go in the UK, Peckham. I know a lot of people there, but Aomo, Mamasha, Disale, the Peckham. See, you will get knifed, Oji. The insecurity is crazy. The UK police she's talking about was not the UK police officer that raped somebody. What she will have said was to address the case of the UK police officer rather than coming back to the Nigerian police. I'm not saying, please, and you see the delusion a lot of people also have is, they get me wrong. They say, oh, is Kemi not saying the truth? Yeah, the things are the truth. I'm not saying you don't speak the truth, but situate it properly. That's what Kemi is not doing. Secondly, she made another fallacy by saying she doesn't have anything in common with the North. She's a lying person. She lies too much. Go and check. Dr. Bati, you know a lot about languages. Are we not in the same Kwa language group? The Benue Congo Kwa language group? So according to language and language classification, you have something in common with them. Secondly, she also made another fallacy by saying, no, you can't say, okay, I'm directly Yoruba and not wanting to identify with Nigeria, because this is the country that birthed you. Secondly, she also made another fallacy by saying the people of the North are our ethnic enemies. They are never our ethnic enemies. We don't have any ethnic enemies in this country. You might have disagreements with people from other parts of the country, even with your fellow Yorubas, but it doesn't mean you're ethnic enemies, because, and that's why I think the Nigerian government should write the British government about Kemi Badenoch. It is messages like this that spur a redentist and divisive nature. People like Lagospedia, these are the ones carrying this mantra, and they are spinning like happened in the last election. Because when you start to say things like this, you forget this was the same narrative they were spewing in the 60s during the Civil War, when the October massacre happened, when people were killed in Kano. This was the same narrative. So that's incitement, and that's what we should write about. And lastly, please, nobody's saying Kemi should not point out our experiences, but we are saying situate it properly. Every nation in the world, if I'm to also write my experience about the UK, it's not that good. But she's not situating it properly because she wants to say these things to make the right-wing people love and support her for election gains. It's not my business if Kemi becomes prime minister or not. Agula Agutete, she will do a tenure or two and leave there in the end. But it's the damage she will have given and the way she will have emboldened people with all sorts of racial confirmation bias that I'm scared about in the country.
All right. Well.